Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are, wherever you are. Aloha, this is Manny. Again, we're back. All right, we had a little technical difficulty there. We had to end that stream as soon as possible. I made a few mistakes. We're all back again. All righty. How you doing, KG?
I'm doing good. As I was
Um,
telling the trustee, know, in the little room there, I had me a nice little good afternoon on the way
all
home
right.
from getting dinner.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this truck was back into a parking spot. The wife on the passenger side smiles at me, and the little kid in the back seat flips me off.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there shaking my head. It's like, what?
So
What
what were
time?
they? Were they backing into a spot that you were trying to pull into, or what?
No, no, they're backing into a spot at the bank or across from the bank, and I was just stopping to let them back in so I could get to the stop sign and turn.
Okay. Jeez.
Oh. Oh, the funny part is, should we let Rick back? That's right. He's not in our group. I gotta go give it
Oh
to Rick.
right.
Oh, talk. Keep on talking. I'm wondering, why is Rick not here? That's right. He's not in the group. Oh, I'm sorry, Rick. I'll send you the link. Oh, oh man.
To say don't take him off. You know he'll start up Freedom Force again and take all our viewers.
I know. All our viewers, and we're doing so good on that other stream. Also, that's the bad part. We Manny did a stupid thing. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're gonna change the name of the group to the Doc Stars.
Yeah, Manny did a stupid thing, but the good thing is Manny figured it out real fast.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh shit, I gotta get." Oh, and I just swore.
All right, gotta restart the stream again.
Oh, good night, folks. Oh man, see what happens when I draw this beautiful book. My mind goes haywire.
Yep.
Oh man, we got Evan von Scriver. He's still here. What's daring escape from the long arm of the law? What the hell does that mean?
Okay, there we go.
Pope Fire. I bet Evan likes Cheeto fingers. Ew. Adrian said we're back. Yes, we are back. Wait, I thought you said cheese. It's Cheez-Its, Cheetos. Even Evan von Scriver is saying, what happened? Well, we can't say what happened. It's just for the guys that are on the panel knows what happened. Oh.
Nothing sinister, no swatting or anything like that.
No, nothing. We just had to nip it in the bud as soon as possible. That's all. Just a stupid little mistake.
So
see, this is why you need to put me in the dog stars. That way you don't forget to
You're not a
resend me
dog
the link.
star, that's why. You're in a doghouse.
I'm not even in the doghouse one.
Bad dog, bad dog.
You're a bad dog. He's a Canadian dog. Elric says, hello again, KG. Well, don't spread it around, Adrian, if you knew what happened.
It doesn't really matter because they can't get to the stream, so.
Well, unless they were taping it.
Yeah.
Stream. Choop, 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 choop. Everybody say hello again. Yep. Choop, 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 choop. Everybody say hello to everybody again. Hello, everybody. Uh-oh. Who's doing that noise?
So you were talking about mentioned some what was it, Cheetos or something earlier, and so that made me think of a story. When I was a senior in
Good
college.
morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Yeah, that. So anyway, I was living in a unit, which I was in a fraternity. We didn't have individual houses. We had these units. There were about 4 linked together. They had common stairwells that were locked on one side so that you could get out in case of a fire, but you couldn't go into the other fraternity's space. And woke up one morning, and my roommate and I had lofts. So we had our desks underneath the lofts. And I woke up and I rolled over and I looked down and I saw a box sitting on the table that said Spapoop, SPAPOOP. And I couldn't for the life of me think, what in the world is Spapoop? And even though I was still sleepy, I had to get up and figure out what Spapoop was. So I climbed down out of the loft, I picked up the box, and then I turned it over. Doodads. So next time you see a box of doodads at the store, turn it upside down, and you'll see it says Spapoop because it's all lowercase.
Cool.
Okay, that was funnier when it happened.
Now I'm looking at the analytics of that little thing that we just did. Damn, we had 50 views on that. Damn it. Oh, no. No. Even worse. Live and learn. Okay, we are slowly building up our audience again. Hashtag sigh. Rolling on the floor laughing. What is Elric laughing at?
Probably Inspector von Sciver.
Oh, I have the right to a YouTube lawyer. What the hell is going on? I'm not paying attention to that.
It's probably because of, the stream ending and why.
Oh.
Evan, Inspector von Sciver is Evan von Sciver.
Yeah.
He made his first appearance today on my show.
Well, he's all over the place. I've even seen him as a moderator. I forget who's.
Well, not Evan. I mean his Inspector one. Evan's around a lot of places, but his Inspector one, he just created today. So, or I'm pretty sure he did. So, he was looking for the disappearing Lorenzo. Which Lorenzo, in his little YouTube thing on Twitter chat for when he goes to do his live, has communicated via there, so one could say he's been found.
So you say. For all we know, he could be lost in Canada. Under rich.
Well, well, you're in the same one, Manny, so you can confirm my findings.
Found him hiding in a picture amongst all these guys with red and white striped shirts.
Ew. Why would we want to do that?
Well, isn't that our next project? We're going to do a Where's Lorenzo book.
Where in the world is Lorenzo? Where in the world is Lorenzo Lee Sleestack? Oh, we got Ghost of Henry in the house. How are you doing tonight, Ghost of Henry? Nice of you to come by. We do have Bob's and what do we call the bottom? What would be our nickname for the bottom?
Oh, we could say buttocks.
No, we gotta come up with a cute name for it.
Boutte?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, we gotta come up with something funny like how we use Bob's as our code name, code word.
Well, just be alliterative, just bobs and bums.
Nah,
Elric says butt.
no, we gotta come up with something new.
Ah,
Come up with bums and butts and buttocks and arse. No, we gotta
arse.
arse.
It's our arsenic.
Oh, Rick, kick Rick. Why did I give him the damn link? That is why he's not in the Dog Stars, people.
I guess you're a glutton for punishment, huh, Manny?
Yeah, I am. Oh,
He just knows everyone loves the sexy one.
oh, dude, you're not supposed to call yourself that. You're supposed to let everybody else call you that.
Normally,
No,
I do.
I never call myself the funny names that they call me. I let them do that. You know, you just let every people call you that. KG, did you put Ghost of Henry's link up there?
Why, yes, I did.
Oh, that's funny. He's like, I don't have much there, KG. What you doing? Well, that's a tradition here. Whenever KG sees somebody new in the chat, he puts up the information up there. So, I was watching this YouTube channel the other day, and they're talking about what you can say, what you can't say. You can say, go and subscribe to people. YouTube is okay with that. You can go subscribe. You can go support. What they don't like is when you say sub for sub. That's when they'll come after you.
Why is that?
I don't know, because that's something that they don't like. But you can go and support other people. That's what we like to say. Go support some other people. Go see people in the chat. If you see what they got, go support them.
Or in the panel.
Go support the people on the panel. You know, give us some love. Smash that like button, as ERTs used to say. You know, smash the like button if you like what you see here. Give us some love. Give love around. Go support other people. Bun Mochi. God, that sounds so wrong. Oh, oh, Elric. Bun Mochi. I like mochi. I don't think I would like bun mochi. Who's making all that racket? Is that you, Rick?
No, not me.
It's me. I'm looking for something. So where's our good buddy E tonight?
Oh, don't know. Somebody go spy on him. Bet he's playing a video game. uh, 4 years ago, I gave up video games. The best thing I ever did in my life. You know. Got back into drawing. Went to Comic-Con. And I saw all these people with their comic books. I'm like, why the hell am I not doing this? I mean, there's some people out there that are not ready for prime time. I said, I don't know, I can at least compete with these people. And that's what I did. Start doing the artwork. And then I went to my first con about 2 years ago. Participated in the con. which my name wasn't even in the book, which is kind of like, how am I gonna show people that I was actually in the same con with William Shatner and Todd McFarlane and all these other guys? Like, my name's not in the book, so I made sure I took a lot of pictures, posted it on the internet.
Yeah, I've only been like a guest at one show, and it was when the writer and I were working on a book, and all we had at the time was an ash can out. And so, you know, we're there, we got a table, and this guy comes up, and he looks at our names, and he looks at me, and he says, "Did you draw a 8-page short story in Totem Sign of the War Dog Annual?" And I said, "Yeah, you're the one who bought that?" And he said, "Yeah, I've got it with me in my car. Would you sign it?" Like, "Yeah, sure." And then they turned to the writer and said, "And didn't you wrote the, what was it, the Reavers or Ravagers or something for Malibu?" He said, "Yeah, I did." He said, "I got that too." Well, hang on a second. The two of us were just amazed that somebody actually had, something that we had done and found us.
Cool.
Yeah, of course, he was the
That's
only
awesome.
one. It was nice for a moment.
And not yet, Eagle.
Well, what is Eagle talking about, Rick? You can't just answer him. You got to tell what the question was.
Eagle is asking if there was an Inspector Canada or Canadian Inspector in his universe.
Oh. Why not, Rick?
Because it just came out. Or just the idea just came out like 10 seconds ago when he
So
did that.
you're gonna steal Eagle's idea, huh? Is that it?
Well, he was asking whether there was, so I was thinking he was wanting me to put. I don't know.
And what's his name gonna be, Rick?
I have no idea.
Make
I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Make up something on the spot right now. Inspector Canuck. Just put Canuck on everything. Mr. Canuck, Captain Canuck. Can't use Captain Canuck.
No.
I gotta go find my Captain Canuck comics that I bought off the rack. 30
Yeah, well,
years ago.
I got copies directly from Richard Comley.
Cool. Well, I could say the same thing. I got copies directly from Mr. Comley too, because it was his own thing. I mean, he was an independent comic creator back in the days. Captain Canuck.
No, he handed them to me personally, is what I mean.
Yeah, but I know he personally put them in a. See what happened when I had my Captain Canuck. I actually had a subscription, and Captain Canuck went out of print. They went out of business. So what he did was, to fulfill the subscription for that year, he just sent a whole bunch of comics. He was like, he sent a form letter saying that they're not going to be producing any more comics. They're going out of business. This was back in the 80s. I was kind of sad because it was actually, the artwork wasn't great compared to Marvel and DC, but the story was pretty cool. And I was just getting into comics, so I tried everything.
I always enjoyed finding something. I think we've talked about this before. Finding something a little obscure, and independent. Back when there weren't as many independents, but it was always sad because it never lasted.
Right.
You get 2 issues at the most, and that's it. So.
Like first comics and that kind of stuff. They didn't last long, but they were good.
Yeah.
I like first comics.
One that I enjoyed called UN Force, which was a real international team of heroes from all the countries. And, I've got a couple of issues of it. I think that's all it lasted.
I'm pretty sure I got that too. I remember buying Reagan's Raiders. Do you remember that?
No.
It was like the boom when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was out and all the copycats, and it was just a boom of all these independents. So they had one called Reagan's Raiders. It was It was a dumb book, of course, but it was pretty cool. The artwork was not bad. I mean, it was indie, but it wasn't too bad. I don't know if you remember DN Agents.
I never read DN Agents, but I do remember it.
Dude, I used to like when Dave Stevens did the covers.
Oh yeah.
You know, Dave Stevens was awesome. I didn't get to meet Dave Stevens, but I got to meet his ex-wife,
Oh yeah.
Brink Stevens.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
I got a picture of me with her from San Diego Comic-Con. She was hot.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
hear
We
you
can hear
fine.
you, Mr. Bill.
Cool, cool. Good to be back.
What's the good news, Mr. Bill? How's that lightning storms?
Man,
Yeah.
that was incredible. That was incredible. I flew out of Denver, and my flight was like, I don't know, 2 hours delayed because of a cell storm. And then as we were flying over the Midwest, I had one one stop in between mine and Denver, and man, it's huge storm cells. I mean, they were massive. It was lightning like all night long, and we had to fly around it. And I was just looking out the window the whole time. Just wow, it was so amazing. The pictures just don't do it justice. I got some video, but off a little cell phone, it doesn't do it justice either. It doesn't get the detail of all those crazy arcs and huge flashes. But it was something else. It was really cool. I've never been in an airplane during a thunderstorm and got able to see like those massive dark clouds. And it was nighttime too, so like it's all dark and then flash, 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 boom, and then you know what I mean. And it was crazy though. Got some great turbulence, man. There was a couple times where like I felt weightless. That was something. I haven't had my stomach in my throat in a long time. I haven't, because this is like being on a roller coaster. So yeah, it was cool, man. I mean, was it worth the 10-hour delay? I don't know. It was
10 hours?
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I was at DIA when the storm hit, and it was like hail, rain, and lightning all at once. But it was so warm that the hail was turning to slush and hitting it like these big splats all over the place. But that makes it so they have to go through their protocols for safety for hail damage.
Sure.
And then none of the ground crews allowed out during when there's a lightning strike within, so many miles. They have to wait. I don't know. They have to wait like 10, 15 minutes after each strike. And so, yeah, every time I looked up, my flight was pushed back 15 minutes, and that was for like 3 hours. It was just one of those days, There's nothing you can do about it. And but when we finally got up in the air, after the inspection and everything, we had to fly around all these huge storms and come around from different sides. So it was an interesting trip. Having a huge delay sucks, but at the same time, you can't really do anything about it. The airline just wants you to stay alive, and they don't want a plane to blow up. So just grin and bear it. You know what I mean? So, Rick, I had my name for your character was Detective Quebec. What do you think?
Not bad. I think probably splitting up the name might be better. Detective Quebec.
Detective Quebec. Yeah, well, I expect residuals from any sales, just so you know.
Heck, it's not even somebody else's idea in the chat to begin with. So.
No, that was me. I was in the chat.
Oh, is you? You're the one that started the Inspector Canada?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, someone said Inspector Canada, so I said Detective Quebec. And I think someone had Inspector Maple Leaf. I think you just should have the Poutine inspector. That'd be a good one. Because that's that potato thing, right? Poutine?
Fries.
Fries. Okay.
Fries with gravy and curds of cheese on. So,
Nice.
which is awesome. And then people have made it so many different ways now too.
Oh yeah.
It's just like anything that somebody goes and does it 15 zillion different ways.
Is that at the menu on the menu at like fast food restaurants?
Pardon?
Is poutine on the menu at fast food restaurants?
Some. It's
Poutine
not at
oil.
McDonald's. It's not it's not at McDonald's, although they've had it once in a while as a special thing.
Yeah.
How often do you eat it, Rick?
Used to eat it a little bit more often, but I don't make it at home. That's something that you buy out.
Are you
I
trying?
don't think you can get it made.
Are you trying to keep your girly figure or something?
No. I wish I had a girly figure to keep.
Trying to be sexy for the ladies. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I wish I could be. I'm as big as a house.
He ain't as big as me, that's for sure.
You're
You're only 5'7". You're a short little guy.
Yeah, but I'm like 260.
Dude, you're heavier than me. What the hell? What said that for? Oh my lord. See what
I
happened?
might have gone down more. Last time I checked, I was between 260 270.
Wow. You're a big dude.
Is it? And I'm not getting enough exercise lately. Getting out.
You better start doing
stuff.
those stairs again,
Those
dude.
stairs, yeah.
Yeah.
Do those stairs. Do some more of those videos for us to laugh, dude.
Yeah. Well, they are going up one by one now on my Pied Piper. I've got that verified, so I can do longer videos. Unfortunately, I can't do live stuff on it. Well, I can do live streams, but I can't do live off my phone, which I'd like to.
Oh, right.
Because of YouTube and their stupidity.
Yep.
Some people don't think it's stupidity. Some people do. I'm one of the ones that say it's stupidity.
I know Jiminy found a way around that.
Yeah, you can do it through the Streamlabs.
You can get Streamlabs for your phone?
Yep.
Okay, I might try that. Oh, Lorenzo's in the chat.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
We found
He has been
Lorenzo.
We're
found.
about to send out a search party.
There we go.
I told him we did it in
Hey.
his chat. His chat on Twitter.
Evan Vine Scriver did a good job. He was on the case. He found Lorenzo for us. Thank you, Evan.
Thank you, Inspector Von Scriver.
Scriver, not Skyver. Scriver.
The real Detective Quebec. Based on Van Scriver.
Ghost of Henry. Everybody's saying hello to Mr. Lorenzo. Hello, Lorenzo.
He's saying he had to go phone shopping. Because we hadn't seen you on streams in a couple days, Lorenzo.
He's supposed to be starting up his own stream soon.
Yeah, Thursday he's planning on doing it around 9 Eastern. So anybody in his chat, he's wondering whether people can make it. He was wondering whether you could make it, Manny.
I still work at that time. At 9 o'clock Eastern, I just get off work. So I rush home, and it takes me about 25 minutes to get home. So by the time I get home, I gotta go walk to my car, gotta fight all the traffic to get home. I'm lucky if I get home 9:45. I say hello to my wife, I say hello to my dog, say hello to my son, and then I jump on here, I start up the stream, and I hope somebody comes on with me. So every time I go on air, it's total just off the cuff. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, Thursday's one of the days you would go on with ERTs, right? You're supposed to go on the
Right,
ERTs.
but
Maybe you can.
But the days that ERTs goes on, I can go out and do some shopping before I get to come home. That's why the last couple times when he was streaming, I didn't come on to like maybe 11 o'clock Eastern because I got to go and do some work. Go buy some stuff. I had to go buy some supplies. I bought a whole bunch of pens the other day. I bought some blue ink, red ink. I bought a whole bunch of stuff the other day. I just wrap them up. These are really good. I'm gonna switch to these blue pens, these blue leads, because I was buying the Pentels, but they're expensive. They're like $2 a pop for the pencils. I can buy this for $1.70, and I get 12 leads out of this. So that's a lot more pencils right there, and that's cheap, and it works great. I like
those are good. Those are good. I don't find those in the stores anymore. I have to order them.
Well, I got this thing over here. It's kind of a warehouse thing that has all kinds of. It's with supplies. I mean, just stationary supplies. That's all it is.
He's asked. Lorenzo's asking what's
No,
better
do it,
time?
Lorenzo, and then I can jump on when I get home. I'll jump on maybe, like I said, 9:45. I get home, so.
Yeah, if you start up at 9, I could join you.
Yeah, I mean, just do your thing, dude.
Yeah, for your first stream, I'll definitely try and make it. I'll be in a hotel, but I'll bring my laptop and my drawing pad and camera. Yeah, absolutely.
Ghost of Henry was saying that these are not 2 millimeters; these are 7s. But you know what? They still work good. They still work good. I know. I usually use 3s, 3 millimeters.
Those are hard to find. 5s are pretty common.
Yeah.
I just got some 2 mechanical pencils. I gotta find myself 2 millimeter blue ones too.
I actually have a white. I don't know where it is right now, but I do have a 0.2 millimeter. But that one breaks so easy. I gotta go so slow.
Man, I didn't know they made them that small.
Yeah, they do. And I mean, you just put a little bit of pressure and they break. But I usually use this 3, the 0.3. I usually use a 0.3 when I do this drawings. So all the graphite that I did on this, I use the 0.3. When I haven't
seen a 0.3 yet.
I haven't either. Wow.
0.3. So like today when I did the eyes for this, I used my 0.3, and then I went over with a 0.005 pen, real small little pen, so I could get the detail on this. This is only an 8.5 by 11, so I'm working kind of small, but it's working out pretty good. I like the working small. You work small, you work faster. You don't use up as much. Also, these pens are on sale. These Prismas, I just bought them the other day, $1.39 each, and that's cheap for these pens.
That is
$1.39. That was cheap. But of course, they didn't have the 0.005. So the only thing they had was the 2, which is still pretty small.
Yeah, too small. 5. I love the size, but I break those so easily. I'm too. I just smash those nibs.
See, I don't break the pens, but I do break my lead. My lead does break a lot. I mean, these things, you're supposed to only do 2 clicks. If you go 3 clicks, you guarantee you're going to break the lead on this.
Yeah, you'll smack the tip.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you just tap your paper and you break the lead.
Yeah, I'll have to find the brand. I found a blue lead that was really hard. Hold on, I want to make some noise, so I'm gonna put myself on mute real quick.
Hello.
Is that a Pablo?
Yeah.
How you doing, Pablo? Pablo was looking at the butt. The butt was calling him.
Yeah.
The butt was calling him. He saw the butt. He saw the beautiful butt. Bobs and butts.
I was gonna say, maybe Pablo could come up with a good term for us to use.
Oh my lord. Nobody says the person's name in the chat. You guys see it?
What is it, like Beetlejuice? Did you say it 3 times?
Worst, dude. Look at it. And if he does something stupid, he's gone.
No, I already must have pitched it, but
Yeah.
Stedladder makes a good 2mm blue, and then the turquoise Prismacolor one has a good blue line. The Stedladder is more of a like primary blue, and then the turquoise 2mm is a sky blue. Those are pretty good for non-photo blue 2mm, Rick.
2mm?
Yeah, Stedladder or Prismacolor's turquoise, and you get them by a dozen at a time in a little plastic case.
Where'd you get them?
You'd have to go online, man. I mean, I found the Prismacolors at a art store off of by Nebraska Universities. Where I'll go to this art store once a year and load up on stuff that I can't find locally. But
Yeah.
the Stedladder I got off of jetpens.com, which is a great site for pen and ink and pencil. They ship for free over $25, and it's easy to just put together an order for $25.
Did my little bird see my little message?
Well,
Yes, I sees.
Senor, thank you. Thank you, my little bird, my mighty wrench. I do have an enforcer. That is so cool. Oh, well, Ghost of Henry, you must have a very light touch if you never break your 2mm he's talking about. Yeah, those don't break. We're talking about 0.2. Those are tiny. Yeah, I've never broken my 2mm either.
Yeah. I just got some 2mm ones today.
Oh,
I have a 0.5 millimeter
everybody's got a
that I use. I'd like to get 0.2 or 0.3. I think it'd be neat. Like you said, you'd have to have a very light touch.
And Rick does not have a light touch.
Yeah, I can. With pencils, anyways.
So what did you do for Easter yesterday, Mr. Piper?
Not a lot.
Did you do anything at your church?
Nothing special really.
Yeah, but you went to service. I'm assuming you went to service because you said you're doing stuff for the kids and stuff.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. We had our little thing that the kids did the week before Palm Sunday. They sang some songs with the choir, or with the band, I should say. Like I help out with the kids every Sunday. I do the media and all that for them.
You're a good man.
I set it up. I tear it down. I'm in with them.
You're a very good man there, Mr.
This is why we love you, Rick.
Rick is a good man.
And then between September and May, or about every 2 weeks, I'm at my church helping out on Wednesday night for the kids that they have going on Wednesday nights.
Cool.
But that's pretty much ended for till September or late September. So, but I probably won't end up helping out till I come back from my missions trip. because
When's
they
your
probably won't be starting.
When's your mission trip?
September 25th to October 5th, and they'll probably be starting maybe a week before then. So I might get a week when they start up.
Why don't you put your information in the chat, in our the panel chat, and then you KG can post it for you.
Yeah, you mean my PayPal link?
Yeah, put it in the
Uh-huh.
put it in the chat, then KG can go post it. Just in case anybody wants to donate to your trip. Remember, we're just donating for a one-way trip, people. It's a one-way ticket. That's all we're going to donate for. We're not giving him the round trip.
Unfortunately for you guys, my church will buy. I'm not in charge of buying the tickets. They'll buy my.
We're gonna talk to your pastor.
He'll say, "Who am I going to get to do the media for the kids on Sunday?" No, he's got to come back.
See how nice
So,
I am, Rick, even though you didn't want to put my artwork on display this morning for everybody to vote on.
Hey, I showed
I know
everybody.
you did. I'm giving you a hard time, man. Giving you a hard time, Rick.
Yes, and that's what we do. We give each other hard times.
Ah,
Good hard times. Good hard
Rick.
times, not bad hard times.
Rick.
Yes. Yes.
And I still haven't bought me any more inks. Darn it. So I'm using my acrylic paint instead of using my indie ink.
What
Hey,
kind
Lord.
of ink do you like?
Whatever. I use Higgins, Speedball, whatever's. I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Whatever's the cheapest, or whatever's the most inexpensive when you go to get it.
This doesn't matter to me. Indie ink. I mean, there is better indie inks, of course, but I just get whatever's they got.
I tried some of this Deleter Black No. 4. The first jar I bought, I got it from Amazon. The first jar I got was completely dry.
Jeez.
Unusable. Tried it again. It's not bad. I haven't used it enough to really be able to say whether I recommend it or not, but so far I'm pretty happy with it. It covers pretty well.
I mean, it's acrylic paint that I'm using, so it's good enough. It's not like I'm putting it on thick. I mean, the paper is absorbing it really fast, so it's drying up super fast.
That's a plus.
Yeah. It's almost like dry brushing, which is what I am actually doing, dry brushing it.
I always really loved Xenozoic Tales, Mark Schultz, and all the dry brushing he would do.
Yeah, that's good.
Good stuff.
Cadillacs and dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yep. I was sad it just kind of ended abruptly.
Well, see all the kind of stuff that we all like all the same pretty much. You can tell the age group.
How about, did any of you guys ever read Strange Haven?
No.
Gary Spencer Milledge?
Mm-mm.
I can't remember who got me started on that, but that was a pretty interesting book. Basically, guy winds up in this small town in England, and it's, of course, a very mysterious town. It's kind of Twin Peaks-ish. And the artist did, it's obvious he had a lot of friends, he took photos, and then he drew from the photos, but he definitely got better as he went on, to where the last few issues that he did were the artwork was really nice. Had a lot of really nice patching. And I was sad, when he stopped producing that too. But it was one of those that, an issue would come out every several months because it was, independent, and it took him a while to do it. But I would definitely recommend it if you find Strange Haven, in the bins at a con, give it a look.
Strange Haven, you said?
Yeah. Here. Let's see. Oh, come on. I know it's here.
Jabroni? Who the hell has jabroni?
All right. So, here's the first volume of Strange Haven, called Arcadia. And like I said, the first volume is, the artwork's a little rougher, but I mean, it's obvious he's doing photo reps, and it gets better and better as it goes on, and he gets, more skilled.
Cool.
So it's very interesting, kind of mysterious story in town, and interesting characters. Yeah, this is Comic Jabroni. Edwin Ocasio has commissioned me to come up with a banner for his YouTube site. So I'm sketching something out for him to look at and, approve or say, change this, change that. I'm gonna have something to show him.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was doing a YouTube banner too.
You're doing a YouTube banner right now?
No, I was doing it before joining the thing.
Oh.
Was that your work for the day?
Yeah.
Working on a banner for someone?
Yeah.
Who is it for?
Do you know the proper proportions?
What?
Do you know the proper proportions for it? Length times width or anything?
For a YouTube banner?
Yeah. I'm just guessing right now.
Yeah, it's like, I know the resolution.
Excuse
it's
me.
like how much it was. Wait.
Like-
Let me see.
I mean, it's okay if you don't have it handy,
I can
You
I can send you my YouTube banner if that would help you out.
Sure.
And you can see how I did the middle
Yeah.
banner that people see, and then when you go for live streams, it's a bigger banner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll send that to you.
Okay, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah, because I don't know where.
Yeah, I don't know the dimensions, but you can go see how much you gotta fool around with it. I kind of like triangulation. That's how I got it. Trial and error.
Right.
So, yeah, that's a little too tall, a little too small, a little too big. Not too much on that side. Yeah. So I finally dialed it in.
Yeah, if you do it on traditional, I think it's harder because digital you can always just up the resolution.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
it will keep the proportion.
Yeah, and I'm planning on, once I get something that he likes, I'm going to scan it in and work on it digitally.
Yeah, this is like 2000.
When you go to put a image up, it says the big version, but then you got to figure out the small stuff inside. Maybe. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. You put how I did it, figured it out. is I, put a rectangular box and
Right.
just kept moving the rectangular box till I got it right.
Yeah.
And then, then you save it and you.
So I sent it to you, Trusty.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're gonna see that the middle box is so tiny compared to the other things.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2560 by 423 pixels. It's really long.
All right. Thank you.
Let me see. This is the one I was doing.
Oh yeah.
This is it's a wide image.
Yeah.
What do I want first?
Like the one that I sent you, what you see in the middle, that's what you see in my banner. But in the rest that you see, nobody sees that until they're waiting for my show to go on, the live streams. You see that, the whole thing. All right, let's see what Bill's doing. Bill's doing an interesting guy.
Yeah, I was going to do the Legionnaires 3.
Yeah, that kind of reminded me of Lightning Lad.
Yeah, that's Lightning Lad.
Yeah, I was like, that looks like Lightning Lad. And how did I know it was Lightning Lad? Was his pants.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got the weirdest pants ever. It
Was
wasn't
that
the lightning bolts, it was the pants. I was like, what?
It's a Dave Cockrum
Yeah.
style.
Hey, those are good stuff.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. We got Cross Comics, we got Feet. Okay, we got Feet.
I'm slowly coloring in this. I'll show.
We got KG that's speeding along. We got Pablo Romero doing his stretching exercise.
Yeah.
We got Trusty using a French curve.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But the girls.
And we got Ooh La La on my street. Oh,
Just like Maurice Chevalier.
oh. Thank heaven. Oh, little girl.
I love that movie.
That is Breakfast at Tiffany's, right?
Oh no, I'm thinking about Gigi.
Oh, Gigi, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I've seen it. I know
Well,
I've seen the
featured in more than one movie. Yeah.
I've seen the clip of them singing a song, but I don't think I've ever seen the movie.
Gigi's a great movie. Got Louis Jourdan, who was in Swamp Thing, if I'm not mistaken, and Leslie Caron, who was also an American in Paris with Gene Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to say, it's my all-time favorite actor.
Gene Kelly?
Gene Kelly.
Seriously?
Seriously, man. I love Gene Kelly.
Oh my lord. Okay, everybody. I don't know. What do you guys say about that?
You gonna kick me?
What does everybody say about Gene Kelly being Trusty Sidekick's favorite actor?
Classics are good, man.
I do like Gene Kelly
Did it all.
for being a singer and dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Singing in the Rain. I do like New York. I mean, whatever was that?
Down.
Yeah, On the Town. I like that. I mean, I like all his movies. But favorite actor?
Well, favorite movie. Let's say movie star. Let's say movie star. All right.
A movie star? Still is. Like, I mean, Singing in the Rain. I mean, he's singing. I mean, that sequence is awesome.
Well, that's what really got me started. Was I was waiting for Saturday Night Live to come on one night, and so I was flipping channels, and of course we didn't have a whole lot of channels at the time, and flipped it over to public television, and they were showing Singing in the Rain, and I got sucked in. So that's what started it.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty good damn movie to get sucked into.
It really is.
I mean, Debbie Reynolds was cute as hell.
Oh yeah.
Cuter than her daughter too, that's for sure.
And Donald O'Connor.
Oh yeah, Donald O'Connor is the man. In that sequence when he's dancing all over the place, flipping and jumping on the couch and everything.
Oh yeah, make them laugh.
Yeah, make them laugh, make them laugh, make them laugh. Oh, that's such a great song.
That's good
Great,
stuff.
great routine. That is one of my favorite musicals, Singing in the Rain. I put that up there with Oklahoma.
Yep.
Love the music in Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm the guy that watches the musicals, not my wife.
I'd say the best musical though, still the Blues Brothers.
Oh, dude, I love the Blues Brothers.
That's good. That's a good one.
That is my what you call those things? What do they call that? When your guilty pleasure. That's my guilty pleasure.
Oh yeah.
That is whenever I see it, if I'm flipping channels and I see it, I'm like, I know I've watched this over 50 times, but I gotta watch it again, even with the commercials. Like, why am I watching this? I've seen this how many times already? What's your favorite sequence? What's your favorite sequence?
It varies, because I've seen it so many times. I mean, really like the part where they're ordering food, and he's like, "I'll have a fried chicken, a whole chicken, and white toast." He's like, "That's it." And then the part with Ray Charles is good too.
Oh, Ray Charles is my favorite, man.
Yeah. Where he fires the gun off, man. Working like marksman aim. That part was
the stupidest part is he's behind the counter. He lifts up the damn screen and then he walks through the door. I was like, seriously? I was like, what the hell? Why didn't he just walk through the door in the first place?
Yeah, because he's blind. No, it was that one was that scene was great.
Oh yeah, that scene in the James Brown scene was nuts.
Oh yeah,
that Brown scene is crazy. We're on a mission for God.
Don't you blaspheme in here?
Don't be blaspheming. Man, I did like Cab Calloway at the end too. That was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, that one. I love that song. Minnie the Moocher. That's a great one.
That is a good one.
That one and Mac the Knife.
And I do like that they play two kinds of music, country and western. What kind of music you play here? Well, we got two kinds, country and western. Blues Brother boy.
Adrian, I am with you. 7 Brides for 7 Brothers is classic.
I am watching that right now. I was watching that the other week.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That's a good one. I gotta have my girls see that one. I like that.
I mean, it's so obviously done on a soundstage. There were 2 big musicals coming out that year. There was that one and Brigadoon, and like all the money was going behind Brigadoon. And Brigadoon was a good movie, and it's had my man Gene Kelly in it. But 7 Brides for 7 Brothers just hit it off with people. And I think even the president at the time, got in either on radio address or in the papers. They said in the documentary at the end of the DVD that he was out there promoting the movie, that everybody should go see it.
What was a big hit out of that movie though? What was a big hit song? See, I only watched halfway through. I didn't get to see the other half because I started watching late at night, so I still got to go watch the rest of it. There was nothing there that was memorable yet. I mean, it was good music, but I got to the fight scene. The fight scene at the barn raising.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool choreography.
That was Michael Kidd, and it was a real challenge apparently for him because he's like, there's no dancing in this movie really, and he had to come up with something. So for the whole barn raising thing, he had people bring him materials that were laying around from building sets and just let him experiment with them for a while.
Dancing on freaking boards and stuff is crazy. Hey, honey, you want to watch Seven Brides for Seven Brothers? I got it on the. I got it saved. It's on my list.
Hey, it's got one of the original Catwomen in it. It's got Julie Newmar.
Julie Newmar? Jeez.
Yeah.
She must be young.
Oh yeah. I think actually at the time she was going as Julie Newmeyer.
Ah. Is she saying anything? The worst part is he keeps all these movies on our DVR. Yeah, I keep all these movies. So these are the movies that I'm keeping. The good, the bad, the ugly. Oh, that's such a horrible movie. I got all the old who's the guy who's damn, that fat guy that was so awesome. That's pretty bad saying that. He wasn't that Orson Welles. I got all the Orson Welles movies. I got all the.
And your wife said no. Your wife said
She
no.
don't want to see it. Oh man, I got all the good Orson Welles movies on there. I got The Third Man. I got the one that he was the bad guy in Mexico. The movie that they mentioned in Get Shorty. Oh, what the heck was that name? What was that movie? You know what that movie I'm talking about, guys?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's such a good movie. It's Charlton Heston and Orson Welles. Orson Welles is the bad guy. Oh, it was that was the movie that John Travolta went to go watch in Get Shorty. Oh man.
Never saw Get Shorty. Sorry.
Oh, it was Orson Welles' shadow. All right, so I'm done inking, so I'm gonna go scan this into my computer, then I'll go finish this in digital. Yay.
Cool.
I can go color this. That's what I'll do. And then I can make this as my thumbnail for tonight.
Cool.
Now that's going to drive me nuts, wondering what the hell that Orson Welles movie was. Eagle 43 says The Third Man was great. Yes, it was. And it had a memorable theme song that you hear in so many other movies. Came from The Third Man. Oh man.
Also, Hail Westerns. Yeah, Eagle 43. What Westerns are your favorites?
That's the other stuff that I got on waiting to watch. All the Clint Eastwood movies. Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars, Few Dollars More. Yeah, that's kind of stuff
yeah.
the DVR.
My boss likes to put on movies when he's working in the studio, either drawing or working on a model or something. He had on, was it Two Mules for Sister Sarah?
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yep.
Was that you, Rick?
Yeah, it's me yawning. I'm probably gonna get out of here. I got a bit more done of coloring on this. I gotta learn more tips and tricks to this thing. To the Clip Studio Paint. How do you add to selection with your while you're circling something or whatever, selecting it with the last
Hold down the shift.
You can hold down
the shift.
Yeah, or you can go to the sub tool and look for the picture of here, I'll show you on my screen. No, down here, tool property. There's these squares. So the first square.
Okay, yeah, there.
Yeah, you want to do the two squares where it looks like the second set.
Okay, they're right over there.
Yeah.
Delete partiality.
No, Next one over to the left.
Select additionally.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As long as you have that, it'll just continue your selection line.
Yeah, I gotta slowly do that. Figure this out. I'm liking it. This is the first major piece I've colored. I've fooled around on a couple smaller pieces. Like I did my color, put some red into my Freddy that I did from the John and Gordon way back.
Mm-hmm.
I was starting to mess with my Fear Master, but it wasn't blank to begin with, so that doesn't help when there's color already there, especially for the multiplicity. But this is a piece I just did recently, and I want it colored. I think it's going to be card 97 or 98 in my series.
You got the layers going on for each character, huh?
Yeah, and each color on their for the character, like Insecto, he's got the gray, his orange, his yellow, his wings, like his wing colors, his eyes, and antenna. They're yellow, but I'd like to make them a different yellow than for his insignia. And then his skin that's on the bit of face there that shows. I've done that for all the characters.
Cool. Yeah, you can select that.
Layers is something I've learned from a lot already from the different other programs. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, you can adjust the color. You know, you go to that layer and select the color, and then start playing around with fills if you want.
Yeah.
That helps. I'd like to see if Clip Studio has a select similar, like in Photoshop. I could change the properties of the selection tool to select similar, and then pick one, select on one color, and it'll pick that color off through the whole layer.
I take it you know this program really well.
No, I've only had it for a few weeks, but
okay.
I used Photoshop for a while.
Okay. I'm half trying to find somebody that I think I can get along with and learn, and maybe we can do a show together. You know, them teaching me, and switch back and forth between our channels.
Yeah.
How-to videos, you get a lot of stuff. So.
Good idea, Rick. Now we got the Art of Read in the chat, and Mr. Rabati is here.
Nasser.
Body.
We have Nasser and Super Willie.
Super Willie.
Super Willie Reed.
Super Willie Reed. I haven't seen Nasser in a while. But then again, I haven't been live streaming for a while.
No, it's good to see everybody. I haven't been online in a while either. So.
Well, I took a break for last week. Everybody knows that. Oh my lord.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. Maybe I'll show the mock-up for that shirt. It's a joke, people.
Yeah, that's just hilarious.
You can't really get it?
It's kind of blasphemous. That's why I say it's a joke, people. We really don't. I don't want to make people angry. So before I show it, I don't take this lightly. I know it's a joke. A little bit on the blasphemous side. You guys can tell the roots from me and my watching wrestling. Alrighty. Why is it not working? What's going on here?
Showed it for a second. Or
So,
half a second.
So you're not going to honor all those requests you've gotten for a skunk girl body pillow?
Skunk girl body pillow. Well, here. I don't want to. Well, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I can show my full screen. I know it's from the DMs of Dog Stars, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't show anything. Doesn't show anything. Oops.
Now you're showing you.
Yeah, showing my arm. Oh my lord! Here's my arm.
The long
Here we
arm
go.
of man.
Oh my lord! Manny 319.
There you go.
Instead of Austin 316, John 316. That's why I was like, it's kind of blasphemous. It's a joke, people. It's a joke.
Yeah, most people would know.
It's a joke, you know, especially now. Oh, Nasser says he forgot to feed Tank. And then we got this other shirt design. Here's the back of a shirt that I was thinking of.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then the front of that shirt would be this.
Yeah.
Just a work in progress, people.
Actually, a lot of people would probably get that, believe it or not.
Yeah.
You see a lot of stuff.
Well,
That would look really good on the right person.
right, on the right person. Save the tail for Smexy. My goodness. Yeah, so this is a design, you know, just throwing around stupid things, that's for sure. Oh my lord. Alrighty. Oops. Woo. Let's go to Pablo Romero. Get it off of me. Get it off of me.
I like what Willie says. It should say Manny 3 a.m.
No, no, we don't do. We do not mess with that hour. Come on, Willie. That's a horrible hour. We all know what that hour is about. If you guys don't know, go look it up. Definitely not on this channel. Definitely not on Rick's channel either. Hint, hint. We all know what that means.
Well, I don't, and I think I'm glad I don't.
It's the witching hour.
Oh.
That's when all spells are cast.
Okay, I'm glad I don't.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Now I know. Damn it.
The more you know. The more you know, yeah.
Oh, well, I think I'm going to take off, Manny.
Yeah, we'll kick Rick and we'll send the link to Nasser.
Okay. Okay, see everybody later.
Where
Rick.
can they find you, Rick?
Bye, Rick.
Pardon?
Where can they find you?
Everybody can find me over on my channel, Cross Comics, and they can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook under Cross Comics, of course.
Cool.
So thank you very much for having me.
Well, we were sloppy seconds.
Hey, you were my first choice after them not being, available.
We were the first choice after. Yeah, that makes us feel so good there, Rick.
Hey, they're not. It's something I said I do. Be involved in. Got to keep your obligations, right?
I guess. What the heck is going on here, people? Oh, that's nice. I unplugged my... This is weird. Ah.
Okay, what you doing, Manny?
I don't know, my what you call it, my keyboard is not working right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm trying to delete so I can send a somebody the link. I was like, what's going on here? Why is my keyboard not deleting? Did I unplug it? I might have unplugged it. Yes, I did.
Now, why would you go and unplug your keyboard, Manny?
Because I had to put my scanner on.
Ah.
Oh. Makes sense. Makes sense. I was like, delete, delete, delete. Delete's not working. So what I had to do was just cut. Right click and cut. Hey. I figured it out.
Yeah.
All right. My keyboard's plugged back in. Yay. Yay, keyboard.
Yay.
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 Okay. We're all
That was
back.
much rejoicing.
Ba-do-do-do.
Ooh.
Ooh, trusty sidekick. Nasser wants to steal you.
Oh.
That's why he's in the chat.
I think I could probably do a little something for Nasser if he wanted me to.
He's trying to bait you away.
Hey, I had to fork over, $900 today for work done on my car. So Nasser will figure out something for him. Yes, bring it on.
Money talks. Alrighty. Man's got to do what a man's got to do.
That's right.
Alright.
Speaking of musicals, we went to see a high school production of a musical called Bright Star last week, and it's written by Steve Martin and Edie Brickell. And there was a song in it called "A Man's Gotta Do What a Man's Gotta Do." It was performed by one of the guys I've known since he was a small child at our church. He's a big guy now, good football player, and he killed it. He really did.
Cool. Cool. Alrighty. Did any of you guys ever work in Blue Line and scan it into your computer?
Scan it in Blue Line?
Yeah, like what I did, I scanned in the Blue Line and the finished artwork.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Blue Line with the the inks over it.
Right.
So I got rid of I tried to get rid of it, but I still got to go and clean it up a little bit. Some of the Blue Line.
That's one thing about Clip Studio I'm trying to figure out is like in Photoshop you can select a color and then select similar pixels, so it'll select everything in that color gamut on your whole image. You can get rid of all your blue line that way, or you can select all your inks that way. And it's like where is that? Where's that function?
Let me try that again. Let me import.
Okay. I think that's time for me though. It's getting late and I'm beat. So thanks for the invite, Manny. It's good to see everybody again. Chat, it's good to see you all again. And you can find me on really on Twitter right now. I'm not really putting anything out on YouTube, but future is indeterminate. Maybe I'll do something soon. So once again, it's good to be here. I hope you all have a good night and God bless.
Well, great to hear you.
Good
Night,
night.
Bill.
Good night.
Okay, Bill.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Bill was traveling a lot today. That's why he didn't last too long. I remember doing that about a month ago. 22 hours from the East Coast to Hawaii.
Somebody's asking you a question about paper size.
What? Okay. Oh, choo 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 choo. Where?
Yeah, see, the Art of Read is asking you what size paper or document do I need to work on for doing magazine-sized comics.
Is that 9x12s? I think. Try to go to Kablam or Comic Wellspring, and they'll have all the different sizes. I think it's 9x12. I could be wrong. That's a pretty big magazine there, Willie. Okay, so let me try. Oh man. So I know there's a function you can convert the color of the line, but I don't want to do that.
Michael Beacon, I have not heard of Krita. Am I pronouncing that right? Krita?
I've heard about it, but I've never used it.
I did break down and buy Procreate the other night. I just started going through the help manual to learn what it can do.
Cool.
Yeah, one thing I did pretty quickly was our friend Ara Galanian, who sometimes shows up in the chat. He's a videographer, and like I've mentioned before, he's doing a video on Comic-Con survival tips with interviews with different people. And so the intro to the video is going to be some different panels telling the story of how he got into comics and into cons. So I did this for one of the shots of him discovering, Comic Cons at first. I'll do the lettering, in the computer, but threw that together. I'm probably going to try coloring that myself, which will be interesting because I haven't done that before. But, it'll only be on screen for a few seconds, so I can't ruin it too much.
All right. That's what I need to do. Oh, don't mind me. I'm looking for my color patch. There it is. So I tried out this color scheme last night. I think it works. It's a little more colorful.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only two colors on that face. The hair is 3 colors. But I think it works because I don't want it to be too dark. I want it to be more lively for this comic book.
Right.
Okay, so Skunk Girl does not. Oh man. That's what I need to do. There we go.
Now, you were talking about having to still go in and clean up after scanning, even when you're using the blue. I remember in one of the videos that Brian Shearer did, he talks about scanning in, your first scanning in your pencils and then scanning in the inks. Like he'll take the pencils that he gets from the artist. I think in this case it was Shannon Gallant, and he'll print it out in the blue, and then he'll ink over it with traditional inks, and then he'll scan that in. And there was, it's in Photoshop at the time. I think there was a threshold. You go in, and threshold is like a filter, or I think it's a filter, and then that will go in and take a lot of that stuff out.
That's what I've been doing. I mean, it's called binarism or something like that, and it goes, the threshold comes up. So that's what I've been using.
Okay.
But still, you still got to go in there and clean up some of the blue line still shows up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. But for what I got to do tonight, this is good enough. I can go back in there and clean up more. But I'm just gonna do some colors, just so I can get a nice thumbnail for tonight. It'll work. I'll do the Pablo Romero school of flatting.
Oh, so the guys in the chat are talking about those old Savage Sword of Conan magazine style books. Yeah, that was some good stuff. Ghost of Henry mentions Alfredo Alcala. Man, that guy's work was good.
Didn't Ernie Chan do some also?
Probably, yeah. I think Val Merrick did some. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but I know I had a few with his work in it.
Oh, there's Voluto was another name that.
Sal Voluto?
Yeah.
There was another one.
That was in the good old days. I was just watching one of Zach's videos today. He was talking about inkers, the lost art of the inker.
Right.
I mean, that's how the pencilers got to do so many books a month. All they had to do is do the pencil and just hand it off to the inker.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it was just breakdowns and hand it off to a finisher.
Oh man, there was a couple of times when I was assisting John Lowe, and I would get the pages, and it was so light and just very, very minimalistic. And I was like, John, I don't know what I'm drawing here. And he said, I don't either. Just, reproduce the pencils as best you can, and maybe once it's inked, it'll look like something. It was kind of crazy.
I forget. I know I was watching another video. They were talking about old guys who used to draw, and they try to look at the perspective line, and the perspective was totally off. All the guy said was, "It's a freaking comic book. Who cares?"
Yeah.
None of the lines went to one single point. It's a comic book. They don't care about the perspective. They want to see the action. It's only recently that people got so particular,
Yeah. Most people don't realize you can fake perspective, and most people are not going to notice.
Yeah, as long as you're pretty close, it's good enough.
Yeah.
One of the older guys that I used to just love was a guy named Don Newton.
Oh, he's my favorite dude for Batman.
Oh, you know Don Newton? Man.
I have original artwork from Don Newton, dude.
No way.
I've got a Batman. I've got 2 Batman pages. One with Batman and this shadow kind of villain, and the other page is a Dead Man page with Robin on it. Dude, it's like so freaking awesome.
Don Newton's, he knew more about anatomy than just about anybody. I mean, his stuff was just amazing. You look at it and you're like, yeah, that's how a human body really would look.
Yeah, his Batman was athletic. It was never bulky. It was so awesome. He's my favorite Batman artist of all time.
Good man.
I wish I had some of his Captain Marvel pages. His Marvel family, oh, it was so awesome too.
Oh.
Yeah, he did the Marvel family also. I mean, his stuff was just so clean. Beautiful lines. He died so young too.
Did he?
Yeah, he died of a heart attack.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was like I was totally into him. I mean, he was the Batman artist when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
his stuff was super clean, was super awesome. And then I found out, it's like, hey, where's Don Newton? Because he was doing Batman and he was doing the backup story for the Shazam family. Oh, was that? I want to say it was in the World's Finest, the backup stories.
Mm-hmm.
Was either that or the Dollar. Remember they used to have the Dollar thing?
Dollar Comics, yeah.
Dollar Comics. Yeah. That was so awesome.
I think that's probably what I would start looking for next. You know, when I finally can get back to a show, digging through the boxes, I would start looking for the Dollar Comics.
I know I bought a whole bunch of them for my son. They were super cheap. They're in the 25-cent bin. You know, nobody collects them. But you got artists on those Dollar Comics like George Perez, Don Newton. Come on.
And that was a good way to discover something that you might not have bought, but, you know, if it's a backup story in there, you know, you might read it and get interested. I mean, I was never really interested in the war comics when I was a kid, but I read a couple of stories in some of those larger anthologies and was like, wow, this is really good. You know, Haunted Tank and stuff like that, and Sergeant Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that got me interested in those. And Irv Novick. Remember Irv Novick?
Yep.
Yep. I liked his stuff too. His Batman and Flash were pretty good.
Man, I used to buy 7 comics for less than $3. Come on.
Yeah.
Kids can't do that anymore. How can they get into collecting comics?
I know.
I mean,
think the cheapest I remember actually purchasing them for was 20 cents.
Sometimes there was this comic book shop that I used to go to. My first comic book shop I used to go to, Old Stuff. He put a freaking stamp on the cover with the price. I remember it was a bitch taking that damn stamp off without ripping the comic book.
Yeah.
And they were like 25 cents, 30 cents, whatever's. I bought almost the whole run of Commandy.
Oh, cool.
It was so cool. I used to love Commandy. I mean, when I first started collecting reading comics, I tried to read as much as I could. So whatever was the cheapest thing I could find, you know, that was the cheap things. And I think I read some war comics and Commandy and all the weird stuff that nobody else wanted at the time. But now I'm happy I bought those Commandys.
So I was looking through a stack of comics that were in my mom and dad's closet, and found this one, G.I. Joe number 50.
Joe.
I was never big into G.I. Joe, but you know, it was pretty good. And I think, actually, Rod Wiggum did the pencils, and he was the guy who did that Light Runner graphic novel I showed a few streams back.
See how easy that was for them to draw Tank?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's a tank. You know, it's a turret. It doesn't have to be every single rivet on the damn thing.
Right. It's got a little zipatone on there.
Yeah. It's like, that's when comics were comics.
And all on newsprint.
Newsprint. All flats.
Oh, because if you need to, back then artists need to be fast, so you can't do every detail.
Yeah. It was like Zach was talking about on the video. You know, back then the pencilers didn't need to show the level of detail that's expected these days, you know, for the top tier people. So they could do, multiple pages in a day.
Yeah.
It was easy. You know, it took skill to do it, but they could do it if they had to.
Adrian's asking if anybody read Mage Agency.
Oh yes, absolutely. One of my favorite books, Adrian. Yeah, early. I mean, that was like one of the first things Adam Hughes ever drew, and it was written by Mike W. Barr, and they were all mysteries. And you had Jennifer Mays and Gabriel Webb. Gabriel Webb was a true crime writer and had brain like an iron trap or whatever the phrase is. And she was more like the Black Widow type character. She was the detective, but she was the more action oriented person. And yeah, the stories in those were just terrific.
I heard of it. I don't think I read it. You can only read so much.
Yeah, no, that's true. There was one issue where, and I think it might have been the anniversary, some big anniversary of Ellery Queen. And so they had Jennifer Mays and Gabriel Webb teaming up with Ellery Queen to solve the mystery. And they did it just like the Ellery Queen books, where if you've ever read Ellery Queen, you're going through the story and then you get to a point and there's a page that says challenge to the reader. And it basically tells you at this point, you have all the information you need to solve the mystery, figure out who done it and how. So, you can try to guess at this point or just go on and keep reading. And there would be a few chapters after that point that would spell everything out in the end. But they did the same thing in the comic. They got to a page and said, well, we know who did it. Do you, and challenged you to figure it out before turning the page.
Ellery Queen ever a series?
Comic or TV?
TV.
Yes.
Didn't
Hutton?
they do the same thing in the TV series? Ooh.
I think they might have. Was it Timothy Hutton or was it his dad? Jim Hutton. It was Jim Hutton, his dad.
That sounds so familiar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife had actually watched the TV show. I hadn't been familiar with it, but she told me about that.
I do recall that they would stop the show and say, "Do you know who did it? Was it so and so? Was it so and so? Was it so and so? Who do you think it is?"
Yeah, I used to go to a couple of used bookstores when I was in grad school, and I found a bunch of the old ones there. So that was always fun.
Cool.
There was also a couple of collections of these shorter stories that were in, I think, Isaac Asimov's mystery magazine that Isaac Asimov wrote called The Tales of the Black Widowers. And this was a group of people who would get together once a month for dinner at a restaurant, and that somebody would always invite a guest. And it always turned out that the guest had some problem or mystery that needed to be solved, and they would question this person and pull out pertinent details. And then in the end, it was always the waiter who figured it out.
My mom used to watch Murder, She Wrote.
Mm-hmm.
She loved Murder, She Wrote. My joke to my mom was, don't you think that the police would be suspecting this old woman every time she goes someplace, somebody gets killed?
Yeah.
She should be a suspect. I was like, what the hell is going on with this lady? Wherever she goes, somebody dies. I did not watch it. My mom used to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, Mom, why are you watching this again? Obviously, it was a good written show for it to be on that long.
Yeah, she used to watch that, Diagnosis Murder, and others like that.
Mm.
Was that
my
the
mom,
Dick Van Dyke?
was
Yeah,
that?
Dick Van Dyke, yeah, Diagnosis Murder.
What about Father Brown? I think that's on Netflix now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch some of them, yeah.
Yeah. I know John Malin's a fan of that, so we mentioned how far are you? What season are you in? That's the actor Mark Williams was the guy who played Arthur Weasley in the Harry Potter movies.
My mom used to watch Touched by an Angel.
Yeah, I watched that too.
So I used to always joke with her as I go, touched by an angel, slapped by the devil.
You probably never watched Highway to Heaven either.
Oh, yeah, she watched that too.
I'm saying you.
I watched some, but not, I mean, I used to have my room next to her watching her stuff. So I was like, okay, what are you going to watch tonight? I'll be in my room drawing.
Adrian was asking if anyone has ever read any Doc E.E. Smith Lensman. Heard of it, never read it.
Never heard of it.
Nope, me either.
Adrian has some pretty interesting stuff that he watches and he. My wife watches really intellectual stuff like Finding Bigfoot. Oh. I'm like, seriously?
How about In Search Of? Remember that?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that was when we were kids. That was in Leonard Nimoy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In Search Of?
Had
Yeah.
a great theme song.
That was fun.
All you youngsters out there don't know what we're talking about. That's okay.
Yeah, all you youngsters missed out on the good old days where you had to be home to watch the TV show, because if you didn't watch a TV show then, you couldn't go and rewind it or whatever, it's DVR. There was no such thing as VCRs either back then.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time I was like, I mean, we're talking, I don't know, when did Wonder Woman came out, 78, right? So I'm 10 years old. And I knew that Wonder Woman was coming on in like 5 minutes or so. So my father said, yeah, you can watch it, but you need to take a bath first. So I jumped in, I jumped out like in less than a minute or so. He's looking at me like, get back in there. Oh, that was hilarious. I was like, seriously? Hey, gotta get my fix of Wonder Woman.
Do you remember the Wonder Woman movie that came out prior to the Linda Carter series?
No, well, most
Kathy Lee Crosby and Ricardo Montalban.
no, I didn't remember that one.
Oh man, she looked nothing like Wonder Woman. She had sort of like a tunic, like a red tunic with blue sleeves with white stars and pants, and yeah, and Ricardo Montalban was the villain, and you know, it's one of those things. Why did you even bother making this? It's nothing like Wonder Woman from the comic books.
Okay, so now we all got to go Google it.
Yep.
We'll Google that after the show. Let's go check out what is Trusty talking about. Oh, that's funny.
I heard what you said about my Bigfoot. That's cool. I do watch more intellectual things, so.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Cheers, honey.
That's it? Game of Thrones?
Really?
I'm joking. Yeah, tell them what I watch. Oh, so fun to watch what I watch.
You don't watch anything anymore.
Yeah, I'm also drawing and on YouTube.
That's right. Aloha, Edwin Boyette. We're talking about shows us old people like.
Oh my Lord. Man,
Hey everyone.
are you going where? Oh, I'm getting scolded. Yes, I am. And I knew I was going to get scolded once I said that. I'm like, oh, she's going to come on eventually. And yes, she did. And we got a Shabby showed up too. How's it, Shabby? How you doing, Shabby?
Yeah, I just wanted to be on the show where are the best artists. What's up?
We are doing fine. We are doing good.
Great,
How are you tonight?
Oh, look, I actually am feeling pretty shit. That's why I'm here because I'm sick. So I have actually some free time from work.
Oh, all I know is you had a fun time trolling our good friend Pokefire the other night.
Oh yeah, that's always fun time. I you know, I'm kind of standing up for you, if you don't mind.
You did a very sexy drawing the other night.
I'm
Uh,
drawing
she was
sexy
hiding behind
things.
Easter eggs. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I got into the spirit of Easter, I guess you could say.
Honey, honey, are you still there?
Yes.
Do you see what Edwin's asking you? It's up to you. It's not me. I'm I'm always free. It's you the one that has to pick the date. Ooh, dinner and wine. I like that.
Okay. I'll
Well,
respond.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Eagle
I
40.
don't have two screens open at the same time, so
Oh,
anyways, I'll
DM
go
him.
look at it.
DM him. Your response. Don't be doing it in the chat.
I'm getting ready to do my 7-day stretch again, so
Okay.
yeah. But anytime after that.
Okay. Cool.
You know, after I get all done watching all my Bigfoot movies.
Yeah. I'll be hanging out with my dog stars over here while you be
I
watching.
don't even have Finding Bigfoot on anymore.
Well, because
What a shame.
Bobo smoked too much already.
Smoke too much weed, yeah.
Yeah. That was high all the time. You could tell he was high. That was like, you guys ever watch that big Finding Bigfoot?
Yeah, they found him living in his
Nope.
mom's basement, right?
I don't know, but there was this one guy called Bobo, and you could tell that his eyes were so glassy. Every single time he spoke, you know he was doing the buffalo. Come on. It was so obvious. And the people that was on the show, you could tell that they were not toughen up. Like, they were just seriously. I saw Bigfoot going across to the yard. Yeah, right.
Oh, so now you're gonna make fun of us Southern folk, yeah?
I'm the most southern person right here, honey. I'm only making fun of myself.
Alright.
I live in the most southern state.
I told you I'll take you up in the woods in the dark and you might change your mind.
I might like it in the dark. Bum.
You might even see a
Yep,
big
time for me to go.
give you some supply.
Time for you to go. Yeah, embarrassing her. See,
Nope, I'm gonna go watch my Game of Thrones again.
why? I hate to say it, but it was a snooze fest. I'm sorry.
No, not
not-
last night.
Uh,
No. It was funny last night.
The
But I
first,
like to watch it to see if I missed anything. I
oh
always pick
my
up something
God.
the
last
second time I watch.
last week's one was boring. Oh, wow, they got to ride dragons. I wish the damn dragon had burnt his butt right there by the waterfall. I ain't spoiling nothing, people. But if you haven't watched it yet, they ride dragons. Wow. Edwin said, cool. Awesome. I bet he's a busy man. Thanks for dropping by, Edwin. Oh. Eagle wants to know if anybody watched the show The Prisoner. Kind of dating Eagle there. He knows all the old stuff. Oh, Prisoner was a little bit before my time. Do you guys
I
remember
may have. I'm not sure.
who was the Prisoner? Prisoner wasn't David Jensen, right? David Jensen was the fugitive, right?
Yeah.
Patrick McGowan.
Okay. I do not know.
And I don't know if they did an older comic, but I know that I think it was DC did one of their prestige formats, square bound cardstock covers. Dean, I think, was either the writer, artist, or both on the Prisoner comic. So it was a mini series.
Sorry about my dog going off. I don't know what she's barking at. I'm not old. I just like old stuff. Age is a state of mind.
Yep.
Yep. I knew people in their 70s and 80s that would outwork young people. Like, oh my Lord.
It's just like in An American in Paris, the character Henri, he said, "I'm old enough to know what to do with my young feelings."
Youth and inexperience will always be beaten by age and deception.
Yep. Oh, but I always heard his old age and treachery. But
yeah, pretty much. Same thing.
yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Same thing.
Eagle 43 was asking me if the Prisoner comics were any good. To tell the truth, it's been so long since I read them, I don't remember. I really don't.
Adrian. Adrian is trying to spoil Game of Thrones. We know that's gonna happen, Adrian. Big deal. We all know that. I've been saying for years. Once the midget is gone, I'm done. So he better last to the last episode. If not for Dinklage, I don't want to watch the damn show. What was the movie that he was the writer? Remember they brought him in as a writer? I mean, he had such a small part in that movie, but it was so awesome. Do you guys remember that movie? It was a comedy. Not very old either. Bueller?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, huh?
No.
Oh.
Say, anybody remember it? It was kind of not too old. Peter Dinklage was some kind of super awesome writer that they had to bring in to write something. I forgot what the movie was.
What, Elf?
Was it Elf?
Yeah, you're an angry elf.
Was that the one?
He was the writer. They brought him in, and all the stories, ideas they had involved vegetables or fruit or something.
Yeah, that's the one. That was the best part of that movie, was him.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Like, you're an angry elf. That's right. It's so awesome. I was like, who the hell is this small guy? He's pretty cool.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage is really good.
Yeah. Damn, he was in 2 Marvel movies. Believe it or not.
Right?
Right.
Right, because he was Trask, right?
Yep.
Days of Future Past.
Yep.
Manny is right.
Yep, Adrian said he's an elf. Yeah. I know I saw it recently. Recently, 5 months ago. 4 months ago. Damn, time flies. I'm at the end of this, after I finish the coloring, which I'm only got to do the flesh pretty much. I still got to do the tail. Darn it.
You done her eyes, Manny?
What's that? Haven't done the eyes yet. That's the last. I still got to do the flesh, but for what I need for tonight, it should be good enough. The hair, I can work on the hair more, but for what I need for tonight, for the thumbnail, it's almost there. It's almost there. I know we're going kind of long tonight, but hey, we haven't done anything for a while. We've been off for a week, trying to get back into the swing of things. And we did have a whole bunch of people come on tonight. Got to see Pablo. Awesome. Trusty's been here since we started. Trusty's been on 2 streams.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we did 2 streams. And the good part is, guys, while you guys were talking, I actually went back to go look at that certain part, and nothing was seen.
Very good.
I'm like, oh, that's such a relief. But still, I had to shut it down just to make sure. Yeah, the important parts was not seen, and it was so blurry, so nobody could see anyways. And I kept on covering my hand over it. But it's private now, so nobody will know. You had to be there. And we had 56 viewers in that 30-minute time period. Damn it. They would have added on to how many other people watched this second stream. Darn it. Because there was a whole bunch of new people in that in the beginning.
Well, gentlemen, I think I'm going to say goodnight. It's getting close to 1 o'clock. I need to hit the sack.
You need to get out of here.
I do. It was too much fun. I don't notice the time going by.
Well, where can everybody find you, Trusty?
You can find me on Twitter at TrustySidekick3. I have just started an Instagram, Trusty Sidekick Art. I've only got a couple of pieces up there so far, but I'll be adding more periodically as time goes by. And I'm also Trusty Sidekick on DeviantArt. There's a few Trusty Sidekicks. I'm capital T, capital S, no spaces in between. And that's it.
Cool. And thank you for coming here, and we hope to see you soon.
All right. I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Night, Trusty.
Good night.
Right, Trusty.
Alrighty.
Looking good there, Shabby.
Yeah, we're not hearing much from Shabby. What's going on, Shabby?
Like, you mean
Oh,
overall or on the stream?
man, I'm
It's kind of
looking
a
at
broad
Let's Get
question.
Physical on Pablo Romero. We got a lot of beautiful women up here tonight. And what's Shabby doing? Woo, Shabby's doing a skunk girl.
Yeah.
In
Wow,
lingerie.
it's fitting.
That's not
Almost looks like-
lingerie.
Okay, well, it's kind of what it looks like now.
Oh,
I
he's
mean,
always wearing something sexy.
yeah, she's always kind of in the lingerie, isn't she?
Look at that. That is awesome. That is awesome, Shabby.
It's a tribute. You know, I don't get to be here a lot, so if I am here, it's fitting. It's Congo.
Yeah, you can draw whatever you want. You know, I don't tell anybody to draw what they draw whatever they want. If that's what you feel like, that's cool.
I feel like Skungirl most of the days.
She's got a butt.
Well, of course
I
she's
guess
got a butt.
I guess I have inspired you tonight. She does have a nice rump on that one. Yeah.
No.
So
You know,
like-
great minds think alike.
okay, so what do we have to say about Pablo's art? It's cute, very cute. You're doing a manga style tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, and Pablo's got she's got some hips. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a nice curvature to the body. And I guess Bullet wants you to draw your heart out. There, Shabby.
Yeah. That's gonna be a dark drawing.
Heart song. What's a heart song?
I think he just wants me to sing karaoke, which I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Okay, chat. Who you guys want a white box? You guys want a white box Pablo, or you want a white box Jacob? Because they're quiet.
I'm gonna get into it. I'm sorry. Hold on. I have to be funny. Come up with a joke.
Since Pablo is doing the face, we'll go to the butt.
Well, let's zoom in on that. Let's play properly.
Zooming on the butt.
Yeah. So the tail comes from above her butt, I assume.
Do, 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 do. All right.
Yeah. If you want Eagle, I will have guests on my stream and we can do karaoke.
What time do you usually go live streams? Debbie?
Honestly, it's probably from now. Hold on. I need to convert the time. God damn it. It's your late. In 8 hours from now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I haven't streamed in a while because I don't have anything to stream.
So
It's
that'll
kind of
be
awkward with my project right now. So
About 3 in the morning for us.
3 in the morning for us, 9 in the morning for Eastern time.
Oh well, that's not unfortunate.
Yep.
Wait, wasn't Chevy doing a book about stairs? I was doing a book about stairs. And
Why did they make you fun of that stair thing? I don't get it. Obviously, I missed the stream.
Well, apparently one of the critique of the book was it's mostly about walking and talking and nothing much happening. And there were these prominent stair panels I did. So I was trying to make it exciting, and people kind of hung up on the stairs. Yeah, but good news, the stairs were cut, and the book is being redrawn. It's a pain in the ass for me, but yeah. So it's been all over the place, and I'm still kind of, still kind of bummed out about it, the whole thing.
Cool.
So that's probably why I didn't stream in a while. The best stairs in the biz, Eagle. The best stairs in the biz.
Okay, now we get to see a nice elbow from Pablo. From the play-by-play man here. Oh, there's some bobs. There's some hips.
Yeah.
Eagle 43 says the Stair Odyssey. And Bullet says, I feel partially responsible. Hey, but that was the coolest part of the Errol Flynn movies was when he used to fight on the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Those are awesome. So
Yep.
stairs can be used to your advantage. If you know how to use the stairs.
are you making fun of people in the future?
Huh?
Ah, that was sorry. That was just tasteful joke. Tasteless. Sorry. Mm. Yeah. People are really hung up on the stair thing, huh?
Yeah, it seems like it.
I'm sorry, Eagle. Sorry to fail you. Oh.
Stairs.
Yes, so Manny's book might actually come out earlier than mine.
Hmm?
Yeah.
My book?
Oh yeah.
I, when it's done, it's done. I mean,
Yeah.
I, I, I'm
Same
not
here.
gonna rush it. I mean, I just finally last night, I think I got the color scheme down, which took me a while to come to what I want. Plus I got to do it myself, so it's not like I'm gonna hire it out. I don't have that kind of money to hire out.
Right.
Unless it got so much, then maybe I would think about hiring it out. But for now, it's gonna be. I mean, like what I'm doing right now. It's just flats with a little bit of shading, which will do fine.
Absolutely.
You don't have to go crazy. I mean, sometimes it just gets muddy, and it's gonna be a fun book. So why do I need that extra modeling and 1,000 colors on a page when 3 colors is good enough?
I've said that before because one of the most fun books I read are the 70s Conan, and that's basically just flats.
Yeah,
and they look amazing.
I mean, just a little bit of color here and there, it's fine.
Oh, you don't have to go overboard to have a great, memorable, fun book, in my opinion.
Nope.
I mean, if you can have cool colors, the better, but
Yeah.
there's no need for that.
I mean, like what I'm doing right now, it's like there's only 3 colors on that butt, but it looks good enough. It's like you don't have to be 1,000 colors.
You don't have to have 50 shades of butt.
Yeah.
All you need is 3.
I mean, back in the good old days, there was just 1 color on it. That's it. Flat.
Lead butt. Oh, what a time to be alive. Lead butts as far as I can see.
And I think I took this color scheme from the Black Cat. The hair and the color for the face actually is from the Black Cat. So, and that's all it is. It's just 3 colors, and it works. 50 Shades of Stairs. They're going hard at you, Shabby.
Yeah, I deserve it, though.
You deserve it.
I think so. See, they're gonna come crawling back when I show them what I'm working on now. That's for sure. But if I'm lucky, I'm counting like 3 to 4 months of just reworking.
3 months of reworking the whole book.
Oh, yeah, basically. Or more like 4, but yeah. That's the thing. When you're struck down, you just can't stop. It's,
Oh,
mhm. And I probably have to change the name as well.
what's that?
Yeah, the thing is, Vestry is probably have to have a name change.
Why?
Well, there has been a book that is very similar with the name coming out on Indiegogo now.
Mm.
So that's a little bit unfortunate because I really like the name, but hey, it is what it is.
So, hmm.
So yeah, just throw me ideas.
Oh, the Vestry is your name for your book? Is that the character?
No, the main character is actually named differently.
Mm.
Vestry is originally there's this giant that in northern mythology that is named Vestry, and yeah, so that it was named after him.
So you're naming your book after a giant.
Well, not anymore.
Okay. But that was the only reason why you're using Vestry is because it was the name of a giant.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the name of your hero?
Damon.
Damon?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That doesn't sound that great, huh?
Well, Damon the Vestry Slayer. uh, is there any giants in your book?
That's kind of a spoiler territory.
Okay, well, no, I'm just wondering why you would use.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay. Is he supposed to be going on Odyssey or something?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
sort of a adventure.
Well, yeah, we'll talk offline. Don't want to give away anything if we come up with something really cool and somebody go, well, let's use that. Talk shop.
I think I couldn't name it Skunk Girl. What do you think? That's kind of cool.
You want to see the copyright that I can show you? Before I put anything of Skunk Girl online, I made sure I got the copyright. I was like, yeah, this sounds like a pretty cool parody. I better make sure I copyright this. And the trademark is going through the stages right now too. Trademarks take forever, but copyrights you can get instantly. So I made sure I did that. All the characters that I put up on this site, I make sure I get copyrights. I don't know. I was like, yeah, I better go and copyright this. This could be something. This was way before I even put anything online.
Yeah, that's smart.
And it's cheap. It's cheap. It's not expensive.
I'm getting some great suggestion from the chat. Stair gauge. Stairs.
Stair gauge.
Elder stair. One step at a time. The slane. The stairs. Stair. Quote?
The Stairmaster.
Yoti.
Stairfield. Stair Quixote.
Lord
Lord of the Stairs. Yeah.
March of the Stairs. Oh, Stair Girl. Lord of the Stairs. Oh, they love you, man.
It's my new original character, you know, Stair Girl. I have Potfire, I have Stair Girl. It's gonna be a great book.
What kind of fire you got? Who you got?
Potfire.
Pot fire.
Potfire.
Uh,
Have you seen her in all her glory?
dude, I was in that little Twitter storm with you and her freaking late at night the other night. I was like,
Oh yeah.
what the hell is going on? I'm like looking, I was like, what the hell are these guys still up? Well, I guess for you it was in the morning
Yeah.
time. But for her it was like at the middle of the night.
Oh.
I was just about to go to sleep. I'm like, what's going on here?
Oh.
And all I did was say one thing and she went after me.
I mean, honestly, I'm at this point I'm trying for her to throw me back nothing. And you can just be there and everything comes your way. It's insane.
Okay, this is good enough for tonight.
Looking good, Manny.
Well, like I said, it's just 3 colors. I mean, that's
Yeah, it's still looking good though.
yeah. It's like don't want to go too crazy with it.
Yeah.
Don't want to muddy it.
Keep it simple.
My wife's in the other room. You guys can hear the Game of Thrones in the background.
A little bit.
I was wondering what that was.
Stairway. Still going on with your title, dude.
You just want to help me, you know.
Stairway, Killer is Stairs, Shadow of the Stairs, Troll Stairs off the train. I like that one. Hail Raven, Hail Skunk Girl, Risey Leeds in the house. How you doing?
What's up, right?
Risey's finally appeared. One step at a time. Oh man. Oh, Stair Quixote. Stairs and Stripes. Oh, Rome didn't build all of the stairs in a day. It's all about the journey, not the destination. That is true.
You know, I come here, I'm trying to have some fun, throw some skunk, and this is what I get.
Dude, you gotta take it. You gotta take it. They're not being mean. I mean,
Oh no.
This is singy.
This is just the lovely teasing.
You know that, and you know they're doing it lightheartedly. You can tell when people are doing mean and evil stuff, which I wouldn't tolerate. That's
yeah, just like Fire did last night.
Yeah, I mean those are cute little singes. It's not too bad.
No, I love it. Honestly, this
Stairgate Atlantis. Oh,
you know that could actually work for some book. I think.
Alrighty. Stare out. And if Rick Piper was here, he'd be saying some stupid pun about stairs also.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We know that.
When stairs stare back. That could be. A song of stairs and steps. I think George wouldn't be happy with that one.
We'll see how good of a thumbnail this is. Hey, it worked the last time. Like I said, we ended the night with 77 viewers, and that video, I don't know what's up to now. I'm gonna go check what that video is up to now. My
See where Amy's at?
what was that?
See where Amy's at, huh?
Yeah, see where Amy's at. Somebody called it Amy Winehouse. It's the Amy Winehouse thumbnail. And you look like a drunken Amy Winehouse. That's what the person said. She is at 454 viewers. So yeah, you can make fun of that drawing anytime you want, but it keeps on growing. You know, that was from November 1st, 2001. Wow, that long ago. Where I put that as a thumbnail. I didn't draw it in that stream. I just put it as a thumbnail. And it just keeps on growing. People keep on watching that video. Clickbait. Total clickbait. And I'm pretty sure, you know, people were tuning into that other stream that we had earlier. And I guarantee it was because of that clickbait. They saw that on the screen like, oh, what the heck is going on at Good Dog Press? What's up with that butt? Harry Potter and the Chamber of Stairs. It just keeps on going.
Stairmageddon.
Harry Stairs. Stair Trick. Crown of Stairs. Throne of Stairs. Stairway World. The Lion, the Witch, and the Stairs. Oh, man. Oh, Dark Stairs. Stare Out. Stairman and the Masters of the Stepping Stones. Stairmageddon. The Stair Marillion. You're a set of stairs now, Harry. You're a set of stairs now, Harry.
I'm a what?
Stairs to the infinity and beyond. You gotta love them, man. They love you, Shabby.
Absolutely.
They really love you.
Gonna be a full Twitter of stair memes today.
They wouldn't love you if they didn't do this to you. That one time that I was on ERTs and they kept on going on and on and on about the All Father, I just kept my mouth shut. I was like, just take it. Just take it. Just let them go.
Oh, a compliment.
Oh yeah, it is a total compliment to have them. The Clash of the Stairs. The Stairs of Oz. Captain Stairs and the Soldiers of the Furniture.
You can very elevate a book.
That's the Stair Father. Oh, I gotta. Oh, oh man. I am torn. I have been at this for 3 hours and I'm getting tired and my voice is going, but the stairs are funny. All Father of the Stairs. Now my crank is getting on into this thing. Infinity Stairs and its sequel, End Stairs.
The end of Stair as we know them.
The House of Dead Stairs. Oh man. The third stairs.
See what they don't know is between Infinity Stairs and End Stairs, I'm gonna introduce a new character called an Elevator. She's gonna, mess things up for our heroes. Ooh, is that a bit of a corny commentary? Tell me, guys. See, for you, it's all about the butt. But you can forget about the boobs as well.
Well, I do like all the parts of a woman.
But yeah, so what are you more? Are you a butt guy or a boob guy?
It's kind of personal, dude. What the hell? Oh man.
I'm sorry, Grandpa. Let's not share. Poor youngsters.
Dude, I like both. I
Skirts were short.
I cannot lie. I like both. You know, there's it's like you can't. I don't know. It's like
Like big.
They're both awesome. They're both awesome.
Wow.
What can I say? You know, sometimes a woman don't have enough on top, but the bottom makes up for it, and vice versa. You know.
You don't see vice versa a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do. I've seen.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen coconut trees before. Big on top and small on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I call coconut trees. It's like, how the hell do you have big bobs but small butt? Yeah. It happens. Oh, and I bet Skunk Girl's listening to this shit now. She's like, I think you've had enough time with your friends. Time to shut her down. Start talking some weird stuff. And we have gone past the 3 hour mark, so it is time. I mean, we are having fun. The chat is going off with their stair stuff. Call Up the Stairs, The Incredible Stairs, Iron Stairs, Thief of the Stair Projects, the Stair Bucks, the Tree-Eyed Stairs, Once Upon a Time on the Stairway, Stairs on Thief the Stair Project. Well, let's keep this for another time, people. We'll get back to the stairs again. Alrighty. So, Shabby, where can we find you?
The easiest way to find me is on my Twitter. It's at ShabbyJ with 2 B's.
That is a fine looking skunk girl that's coming out.
Thank you.
Hope you keep on doing it. And you don't stop. I'll most likely go and grab it.
I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
Awesome. All right. Who came in after that? Who came in before that? Let's go to Pablo. Pablo. Whoa, we got a nice little bend in. Oh, look at that. Nice hip thrust there. Cool. I love it. I'm going to have to.
And you say I'm good.
Very nice there, Pablo. Where can
Thank
we
you.
find you, Pablo?
You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube at Pablo Romero Art.
Cool. KG.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, which is KG Mighty Wrench. Here on Good Dog Press is Mighty Wrench, where we always do D&D, which is drawing and discussing.
Drawing and discussing. Man, you want to get me in trouble? Oh my lord. And I am Manny from Good Dog Press, and thank you for coming here tonight. I know we were gone for a whole week, and we're coming back strong as ever, and we were doing really good, guys. Sorry about the little mix-up. We had to do 2 streams tonight. A little thing that happened that should not have happened, but we recovered. Thank you guys for being in the chat. Chat was awesome, was rolling. It was going too much. And sorry, I was at my desk, so I couldn't read too much of it until I got back on doing my digital. Tomorrow night, hopefully ERTs does a stream. If not, we'll be back here maybe Wednesday, maybe not, but for sure Friday. That's for sure. We'll be back here Friday, guaranteed. Maybe Wednesday. Yeah, I think we get some people who will come back on Wednesday. All right. So thank you guys, and thank you panel, and see you guys again very shortly. Aloha.
Night, everybody.
Night.